Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So something a little bit different. I'm over here in Mallorca, and I thought I'd introduce you to a car that I have never heard of before. So in all its glory, from a local rental company, is a DR Automobiles car, or Doctor you could call it. I'm not sure quite how you pronounce it. And I have never seen one of these cars before, so we certainly don't have them in the UK. I think they're probably in some countries of Europe. So let's take a walk around, let's take a look at it. So what is it? It's a sort of family SUV type car. It's, I guess probably the closest thing is something like a Suzuki Vitara, or even a Nissan Qashqai, that sort of size. Reasonably nice looking car, but certainly not something I've ever seen before. But anyway, let me know what you think, and let me know what you can tell me about this company. But let's take a look around it inside as well. So spec wise on this, it's actually not too bad. We have electric sunroof, we've got an infotainment display which connects to CarPlay, we've got a digital set of instruments which aren't the best, but they're okay. This seating, which is certainly not leather because it's really sticky in this 38-degree heat that we have at the moment, and this very plasticky dashboard, so it's really not the highest quality of cars I've ever had. And for a car that's probably only done about 5,000 miles, you can see down here it's not got any mats in, but the carpet's already threadbare, so it's I'm not sure it's the highest quality of things, but to be honest, it feels solid enough. In the back we've got reasonable amount of space for kids, and then we've got a boot, no power tailgate, which again is taken our luggage from the airport without any problem, so it's a decent size. So I had to find out a little bit more about this car, and I'll run you through it. But yeah, there it is. Right, well that's nice, there's some air conditioning. It's never a bad thing to be sat in an air-conditioned car when it's this hot. But anyway, I've driven this car for the last week or so. What can I tell you about it? It's okay. It's nothing particularly great. It feels okay on the motorway, but it's typically a low-cost car. Now, I did actually do a little bit of research into these cars because, of course, curiosity got the better of me. I've actually found this is an Italian company, DR Automobiles, that have been going since 2006, and they effectively rebadged Chinese cars. So I had just assumed this was a Chinese car just by the fact it was just a make I hadn't heard of, and the quality wasn't great, although I know a lot of the Chinese cars now are pretty good quality. Yeah, so DR Automobiles is the manufacturer, but what I was really surprised by is just how cheap they are. So if you want a new one of these, you're not going to be paying much more than 20,000 euros, and that's list price. So that's pretty cheap if you consider what a new car costs these days. And again, I have no idea what sort of finance packages and so on that they would offer on them, but I imagine they're equally cheap as well. So that's of course the appeal. But is this a good car? I think I would put it under the okay bracket. It cruises okay, it's fairly comfortable, it rides okay. The worst thing about this car is the engine and the gearbox, and again I've looked that up. It's got a 1.5 litre naturally aspirated, I don't think there's a turbo on this, 4-cylinder engine, and on the motorway it is horrific. It is so slow, and particularly out here in Mallorca when we have lots of hilly roads, and you're going up and down, you need third gear quite often on the motorway just to make good progress. So I think that the power is a real problem for the car. Once it's cruising, it's okay, it's quite comfortable. Power is a problem, and I got stuck in 2 hours of traffic yesterday in this, and this manual gearbox again isn't particularly nice. It's very notchy. It's quite hard to make smooth progress, but anyway, there we go. So I just thought I'd introduce you a very quick video to DR Automobiles. I certainly won't be rushing out to buy one of these, but I can understand what the appeal might be. If you're a family, you need a big car. It does feel quite sturdy. I can see why people might want to buy one of these, and it's fairly inexpensive, so I do get that. But I think if you need a car for a family and you've got 20,000 euros to spend, I would probably be buying something German or Swedish or perhaps even Korean and second hand, because I think what you'll be getting is better. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you know of this brand, and I'll see you again in the next video.